everybody. This is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. And I'm here with a Christmas recommendation video. First of all, Merry Christmas. Thanks. Love having you here. I just want to mention real quickly, too, Indie Comics Relay is the live streams will not happen again until January 6th, which is the Monday after New Year's. So we're taking these next 2 weeks off. But I'll put up content. There'll be videos like this and stuff like that. And then also Mighty Mascots Indiegogo is about 5-6 days left on it, and then it goes in demand. So after the holidays, if you get a little extra money and you want to back and support indie comics, consider taking a look at the Mighty Mascots campaign. And finally, Plastic City Comic Con registration is still open. We are accepting applications now for artists and vendors. So if you are in the area and want to join our comic convention, check that out. All right. So now to the Christmas recommendation video. I did one of these last year because I was like, wow, there's a lot of indie comics that have Christmas themes that people might not know about that are really good books, things like that. And this year, I wasn't going to do one of these videos because I didn't think there was enough Christmas-themed indie books out there. But then I started looking and I found like 6 of them. And I was like, okay, so maybe I do a video this year for this. Now, I will say over half of them they're kind of like the Die Hard movie where they're just set at Christmas and they're not really a Christmas story per se, but they're more like horror themed, but there's some good ones here. And I'd say just about all of them I've checked out or want to check out. So yeah, so we got some good offerings anyway. So all right, let me bring it up and we'll start taking a look at this year's choices. So, all right, our first one is the Creep Show 2024 Holiday Special One Shot. Now, if my memory is correct, last year I had the first Creep Show Holiday Special One Shot on my last video that I did like this. So, once again, Creep Show has made the cut. I love this cover by the Ice Cream Man artist. You can just tell by the way everybody's drawn here and that he's just has a unique style. Yep, Martin Morazzo, I was right. I love the Creep Show comic. I think it's one of the better anthologies that are out there. And their holiday one last year was really good. So I'm assuming this one's going to be great as well. I have it upstairs. I have not read it yet. I just literally got it in last week. And I haven't had a chance to read it, but I've been getting all the Creep Show stuff right along. So I can confidently recommend this as a great comic. And if you like horror anthologies, especially ones set at Christmas, I think you can't do any wrong with Creep Show. And it looks like it has creators Blake Howard, Steven Subic, Rob Williams, and Pi Far doing the stories. If it goes like every other Creep Show comic, there's 2 stories in here. So I like that. I think that gives the creators enough room to tell a story with, I think instead of 8 pages, you probably have about 12 maybe, to tell a story. So yeah, so check it out. I'm a big fan. And I'm also a fan that they keep the cover price at $3.99. They didn't try to gouge you because it was a holiday special and add another $1 or $2 on that cover price. I support that. So check out Creep Show 2024 Holiday Special One Shot. All right, moving on to the second recommendation is Archie's Christmas Spectacular. Now, I don't normally recommend or actually read a lot of Archie. I do get the occasional issue here and there, mostly like specials like this. And this year, it wasn't on my radar. Guests that we had on the show a couple months ago, Angry Dad Comics, Ken and Scott, guys that I know really well and I work with in my day job, they actually have been doing a bunch of covers for Archie. And so I helped out with a little bit of the lettering on one of the covers. And it was this issue, but it's an homage to Terrifier 3, which I guess, going with that horror theme around Christmas. But here's the cover. Let me make myself big here so you can check it out. But this is the Terrifier 3 cover that was released. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was a nice Terrifier 3 with Veronica acting like the Terrifier, I guess. So they often do covers for Archie. And honestly, like when I read them, I think they're a lot of fun. It's like Archie's such a staple in culture that I like that there's a book like this that exists, and they do a lot with like holiday specials, Halloween specials, things like that. And it's always fun. Like I mean, the great thing about Archie, you can pick up literally any issue and just read it. It's just like a self-contained stories and just fun. So if you're looking for a comic for the young ones and even for yourself, for that kid inside you, Archie comic Christmas Spectacular will be a good one. And if you want to get one of those special covers, reach out to my buddy Scott and Ken. They're on Instagram. And yeah, tell them you want the Terrifier 3 cover. All right, moving on to our next one. This is the EC Shiver Suspense Stories. I mentioned this in my last review because I had done Calvera PI, a comic for Oni Press. And I had mentioned that they are doing the EC comics now. And this one caught my eye at the store. This is their Christmas one. And it's kind of a funny cover. I mean, like, it's morbid, but it's kind of funny. And the thing that makes me laugh is the dog over here. It's like this dog looking at the beheaded person in the box. It's really funny. The cover is great. It's by Derek Robertson from Transmetropolitan fame. And it's just another anthology, Christmas horror anthology. And I looked through it. The art's great. This EC stuff I kind of slept on. I wish I had gotten it when it was first coming out. But I may pick this one up because our store has a bunch of copies of it. And it's got a lot of great creators working on it. It's got some fun covers. Like, look at this one by Adam Hughes. Just really, really cool stuff. Like, it's cool to see that EC is back and doing stuff. I'm glad it's working out for Ani because I think, like, to have EC back on the shelves is really fun. So if you're looking for a little horror, kind of another anthology, check out EC's Shiver Suspense Stories. Love that. Love the logo. Love everything about the EC stuff. So, all right, moving on. I got 3 more. This next one is Through the Bows, a Yuletide offering. Now, this is by the DSTLRY Comics Company. You may see it, may have seen some of their stuff in comic stores. They are like a magazine size format and usually like really well made book. It's got like, really thick covers, but it's like packed like 64 pages per issue. And I don't think they normally do like this is another anthology. I don't think they normally do anthologies, but I love this cover. Like, there's the wraparound version of it, but it's very fun. And I don't think it's per se Christmas stuff. It's more like holiday seasonal kind of books. But there's stories in here by James Tinian, which you must know that name, and a lot of other people, like people that worked on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and Over the Garden Wall and things like that. So there's a lot of different creators on this. And I actually have this book as well upstairs, which I looked through. It looks really awesome. So looking forward to reading it. Recommendations. I mean, this Christmas, we're getting a lot of anthologies, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So, and DSTLRY is a good company. They're trying to be kind of boutique and more special. Like, they want their books to stand out, and doing that magazine size format is their way to do it. So I've liked most of the stuff I read from them. So check it out. Some of the best indie creators working on comics is coming from this group. All right, moving on to our next offering is the Deviant Trade Paperback Volume 1. Now, this is another James Tynion book. It's Joshua Hickson. This is a 9-part miniseries, so this is probably like the first 4 issue. Yeah, first 4 issues. Very good. It's another horror type story set at Christmas time. Now, I have all the singles for this, and I've only read the number 1, just so I wanted to make sure I like it, and it's really good. And so I'm waiting to get all 9. I think 9 is coming out this month, so I can sit down and read the entire thing in one sitting, which is what I like to do with miniseries. Now, they're billing this as Hannibal meets Silent Night, Deadly Night. Pitch black holiday horror story that cuts right through our most taboo notions. Now, James Tynion has been on fire. I think he's one of the best indie creators right now, indie writers, I mean. And I've been enjoying everything he's done. So I'd say I recommend this one. I think you can't go wrong with it. There was a lot of variant covers for number 1 of this, but if you're just a reader, the trade paperback, this would be perfect for you. It also makes a good gift if you know somebody. I always love to give comics as gifts, so if you're looking for a gift for somebody that's into horror, they might enjoy the Deviant. So check that out. That is an Image Comics release, and the cover price is $16.99. All right, our last one is Christmas 365. This is from Dark Horse Comics. I haven't gotten this one, but I'm going to try to find it when I go to, there's a couple stores in our area that have a lot of indie books, and I may try to find this one. If not, I'll probably try to grab it on eBay. From what I was reading about it, it's a great idea. It's like trying to distill how Christmas is great memories for everybody, especially when you were younger. Great memories of family and presents and, just that time of year. And then when the next day after Christmas comes, it's like you have that feeling of loss of like, oh, now I got to wait another year to have these great memories again. This story is about, someone wishing to have Christmas 365 days of the year, and it comes true. So Christmas just never ends. So it's a story about excess, which is kind of cool. And I don't know. I think it's just a one shot. No, it's 1 of 4. So that's kind of cool. It's a 4-issue mini, and they seem to explore this story. So I thought that was a great concept. Too much of a great thing is always kind of bad in the end. So I'd love to see how this whole plays out. I'm going to try to find this book. I think it looks cool. Some good people working on it too. Mikey Way, Jonathan Rivera. Rivera worked on Cave Carson Has a Cybernetic Eye, which was a great book. Electric Century, Collapser. I've read Collapser. That was good. So there's a lot of good stuff here. So I'm going to check this one out. I'm going to see if I can find it. I like the concept a lot. I definitely want to see how that plays out. How, if Christmas never ends, what that would be like. I had enough books this year to do more than enough. I probably could have found a couple more if I really looked. There's a lot of Christmas themed issues, like even DC's doing a little bit with theirs. I saw there was a Batman Santa Claus crossover called Batman Silent Night that's going on right now too. Didn't really see much from Marvel or any of the other. I don't think see much else from Image. If I'm missing something, definitely comment, let me know what I might have missed. But it's cool. I'm glad that they do Christmas comics still. It's just a fun time of year to have a fun little story with your characters set at Christmas time. I don't know. So, but all right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, subscribe, share the channel. And I'd love to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and definitely a prosperous new year. Let's see let's make some indie books for 2025. But all right, everybody, have a great week and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
It's Christmas time, grab your snacks. Keep Johnny and Harry are bringing the facts. Indie comics, they're at the best. Better than reindeer, you can't forget the rest. Oh ho ho, let's all go to the Indie Comics Relay Show. Drawing, laughing, spreading cheer. It's the goofiest Christmas of the year. So hit subscribe, don't delay. Join the fun this holiday. Keep Johnny and Harry say Merry Christmas from the Relay.